Start again. Kia ora everyone, my name's Zach and I love rugby. Welcome back to Hakatan Rugby. What we're going to do now is a prediction video for 3 of the big games coming up in the next few days. And this will cover games from Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Now we had a huge few days in this Rugby World Cup. The first weekend of this World Cup has been electric. Now it continues, and there's a couple more big games that will be coming up that I really want to preview. And the first of which is this game right here between Ireland and Japan. Now both come into this game with winning records so far. Ireland defeating Scotland, in which has to be seen as probably the 2 best teams on form in this pool. Japan beating Russia. Now, what did I think about these 2 games? You can probably go back through some of the previous videos where I've captured my thoughts after the games. But Ireland in particular was one team that really impressed me. And they impressed me because they brought what I thought was the most complete performance of the weekend. Now, you have to admit New Zealand will always be one of these teams that is extremely dangerous. And New Zealand showed how dangerous they can be. But I just thought Ireland managed this game very, very well, and were able to make a very, very good Scottish team look very, very poor with their rush defence, the pressure in defence, and with their ability to execute and score tries. Japan had slightly contrasting performance in that they were up against Russia, and Russia brought a very, very game challenge. The issue for the Russians was that they ran out of steam along the way. And not only that, but Japan was one team in particular who I thought maybe they lacked just a little bit of cohesion there, and they brought a few nerves into the game. Now, they are hosts of this World Cup. They will have a huge amount of support, and I believe they will get better and better throughout this tournament. Now, my prediction for this match, I think there's going to be points, and there's going to be points both ways. I expect an improved, cohesive performance from Japan, but I also expect that rock-solid defence from Ireland. That being said, I think this game is going to be one where Ireland should come in quite comfortable and should be able to put away a very, very good Japanese team. But the Japan is playing for the hopes of a nation, and they're playing for the hopes of a host nation. So I do think this game is going to be closer than people think. I think ultimately Ireland's going to win, and they're going to win by 12 points in what I expect to be a good, high-ish scoring affair. I'll put my prediction for this game into the comment section. Check that out down below. But ultimately, I expect Ireland to win this game and to win it relatively comfortably. The margin I would predict is probably 12 points. And we'll be coming away from this one really, really wondering, can Japan beat Scotland? I think this is going to be the confidence builder they will need to take forward into that game. But let's see. That's my prediction. On to the next game. Now this one is probably the biggest match of the weekend, and certainly the most competitive match. You've got a good Welsh team that came into this tournament with red hot form. They dropped off the pace a little bit in their prep, and they've had some disruption in their team, both from the coaching staff as well as in their wider squad. But they are a very, very good team. Only 3 or 4 weeks ago, they were ranked as #1 team in the world, and that has to stand for something. Australia, on the other hand, have had really mixed performances in the lead up to this World Cup. Now, they did play a very, very gallant Fijian team who came in prepared to give everything in that game and were dominated in that first half. Fiji taking the first half lead, 14 points to 12. Australia were able to come back with superior game management, and I thought that was really the difference. They also, once they started to muscle up in the forwards, they started to get that forward ascendancy against a very, very good Fijian team and prove that they can muscle up against big, strong teams. And when the Fijians dropped off at the 60th minute, due to fitness issues, I would say, possibly humidity and heat as well, Australia were able to capitalise and walk away with a very, very good win. Wales, in their last performance, they played against Georgia, and Georgia brought not much in the first half. Wales were able to get 29 points in the first half. That's a very, very dominant first half. And then Georgia were able to come back in the second half and really put some momentum on the board. I think Georgia ended up winning the second half from a points perspective. So you would have to say it was a game of 2 halves where Wales were very, very clinical in the first half and then probably got a little bit complacent in the second half. So where does that leave us for this game? Now, for me, this Australian team is an improving team, and I expect them to get better and better throughout the tournament. They proved that they can start slow against a team and then manage their way back into a game. And I think that's a really, really important skill set that they are going to need in this World Cup. This Wales team came in with mixed performance against Georgia. Now, both of these teams had their first team hit out. Both of these teams had mixed first half, second halves. Both of these teams could do anything on the day. I think this one is very, very difficult to predict. Now, where I see the keys to success, though, for this game, I think the key determining factor on who will win is going to come down to whether or not Australia can stop the very, very strong offensive play that Wales are bringing. I noticed that they were very cohesive and able to put points on very, very quickly, and that's something the Australians are going to be worried about. But I think this Australia team is better than people think. Now, before the World Cup, I was predicting Australia would beat Wales. I'm going to stick with that prediction. I just think you cannot count out an Australian. And while this is a very, very, very good Welsh team, and to be honest, they could still go on and do anything in this tournament, whether they finish first or second in the pool. But I think Australia might beat them. Okay, last match of this prediction video. It's going to be the Monday night game between Samoa and Scotland. Now, on their previous performance, Scotland definitely underperformed against Ireland. Now, possibly they were outmuscled. Possibly they were pushed into that position from a very, very strong Irish defence. Or maybe they're a little bit off the pace. We can't tell right now. The one thing I will say is that they were able to make a number of breaks in that game. They just couldn't finish the last pass. So there is a real possibility that they can grow into their work and get better in this tournament. The problem is they come up against Samoa. And Samoa are a very, very game team. Now, they played their first hit out recently. And I thought in that game, they just seemed... Sorry, that was against Russia. And I thought they just seemed a little bit off the pace. And we're seeing this as a bit of a trend. There's a number of teams that are coming into this World Cup and having very, very slow first halves. They then seem to bounce back in the second half. And this epitomizes that Samoa game. Well, they got a slow start there against Russia. They were able to come back with a very, very good, emphatic win towards the end. So where does that put us? You've got two teams that have had... Scotland obviously has not had the best performance in their first game against a very, very good Irish team. Samoa, who had mixed results, first half slow, second half very, very good, and who are able to put points on the board. So I think Samoa is a very, very dangerous prospect, but this Scottish team is better than they performed in the last game. I think they're going to come back to a bit of form, and that they should be able to beat this Samoan team by probably about 10 points. So those are my predictions for this World Cup round of the weekend. 3 big games, 3 predictions. Please don't forget about the subscriber giveaway. Get involved, comment down below, put your thoughts right there. Let's go, Rugby World Cup. Enjoy it, guys. See you soon. As promised, it's subscriber giveaway time, and I'm going to give you all the deets right now. Entering is so simple. All you've got to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. And all you've got to do in the comment is predict what is the score going to be between Ireland and Japan this Saturday. 1 hour before the game, I will take all the entries. And from there, I will choose who is the winner based on who is closest in terms of score and margin to the final result of the game. It's as simple as that. Now, what I encourage you to do is share this with your friends and your family. Get them all involved and get them to predict the score as well. Now, we can do 1 entry per subscriber. I don't want people spamming the comment section. And then you're in the draw. Now, what will you win? You'll win a standard issue international jersey from any team of your choice. Please, I don't want any requests for a custom 1995 Jonah Lomu signed from the semi-final of the Rugby World Cup against England jersey. Nothing like that. I need to be able to go to any website, purchase it very, very quickly, and send it to your address. It should be that simple, right? And all you've got to do to enter is like, subscribe, and comment with the score. That's it. Okay? As simple as that. So I encourage you to share this. Please get involved, guys. Put your predictions down and your score predictions down in the comment section, and good luck to the winner. Now, I'm also going to put mine in there as well. So if I'm the closest, I win. And what I really, really want is the latest All Blacks top, so we can get the 3 goldies on the arm. The 3 goldies on the arm. Possibly 4 at the end of this tournament. Let's see. But Those are the details of the giveaway. Please enter, guys. Get involved. Share with your friends. And let's do this. Enjoy the Rugby World Cup.